in a bit since my phone did that. I ran out of hard drive space. Memory space. I'm too old school. Yeah, so we are done painting. And reflections on the wall, some of it's still wet a little bit. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit more before we do anything else, but I wanted to take a video, obviously, because I do like to go on, as I am wont to do. Yeah, so this is the same light color that's in Josh's room. And yeah, we're not gonna do crimson as a accent wall. It'll be over there. Yep. This room's gonna be hard enough to light with all the shelving in it and the Lego in it, so it's gonna be tough to light so you can see everything. But well, you know, that's not gonna cut it. And this is not gonna be in here. So, but yeah, I mopped the floor. I still have, this will be on the weekend, is to get the wood to fill in those gaps. Yeah, so the floor's mostly clean. I'm waiting for the paint to dry a little bit more to put the plates on. Cover plates on. So lesson learned. You can see the cutting in overall, fantastic with the tape. Now the thing about tape, and I learned this, and I don't know why I completely forgot about it last night. But tape you have to take off while the paint is still wet. If the paint dries, it basically attaches the tape to the wall or the ceiling. So this I did today anyway. So I put the tape up and then I painted it. So that's overall worked out perfectly fine. That we painted the ceiling yesterday, last night, or yesterday, or was it Sunday? No, I think it was yesterday, can't remember now. But I left the tape on there, so the paint was dry. And so when I took the tape off, it ripped the paint there and there, which just pisses me off. Believe. So I should have taken that tape off basically an hour after we painted it, which is what I did today. I let it sit for an hour, just a little over an hour, and I took the tape off, and it worked perfectly well. So I knew that because I've done it before. I said, take the tape off. Basically, not immediately after you finish painting, but you know, let it set a little tiny bit. You can see the paint is still wet in some spots. I guess it got a little thick or something. But that ceiling, that tape was in there for over a day and it ripped the paint. So I'll touch that up somehow, wait for it to dry. The good part is the ceiling underneath is white. so that's not a problem. I did go through a roll and a half of painter's tape to get all this taped off because I made it double wide. So, because I knew I was gonna just go right up and I would touch the ceiling with the roller, and I said, therefore I'm gonna put double wide tape up there. So there's 2 strips of, I guess, 1/3 inch, 1.5 inches, so about 3 inches of tape. So there was no way I was gonna touch the ceiling with my paintbrush, my paint roller, because I didn't want that. So other people don't do that. I try to get rid of the brush strokes by taking the roller as high as I possibly can, because of course you trim it in with the brush first. And some people do the roller sideways to get rid of the brush strokes. I just went straight up and down for all the walls. Other than that, so that was lesson learned. The other lesson I learned is I have to get better. Because again, this was too quick. I patched this too quick. And I sanded it too much, and the paper covering the drywall tape bubbled because it's so thin. I can press on it pretty soft there. So that was a mistake. I was told by a good friend that I have to stop pointing out my mistakes and be happy, joyously happy with the work I've done. From a distance, it looks fantastic. Of course, the paint still has to dry. And I agree. I think it looks great. As we say, as my opa, that's grandpa for those of you who don't know Dutch, my opa used to say, good enough for Canada. And it really is. Besides that, and that was a mess anyway. That honestly was a mess to fix. I could have done it better. But I'm at the point now where I just get her done. And so that's a little bit of a thing. I'm hoping when the paint dries, usually the paper gets flat again. We'll see. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Nor am I gonna try to fix it. So I'm done. This room is good. I'm happy. Ta-da! There's actually Legos started to be moved in here. I have no idea. The big head and a 918. My own creation of my 918. Other than that, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm gonna start building the shelves probably tonight even, but the weekend is when I'm gonna fix the building table so it'll fit. I'm gonna take, as I kept on saying, and you've heard me say numerous times, I'm gonna take 2.5 feet off the building table so it's only 5 feet long, not 7.5. And then I'll bring it back upstairs. And the weekend is that happens and that happens. But yeah, there we are. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more and I'm gonna put things back into place. As you can see, I put electrical tape around the back. Some electricians say no, some electricians say yes. I do it. I've been doing it since high school. I don't think my teacher, Mr. Scarrett, if I remember correctly, it's a long time ago, nice guy. I don't think he taught me that, but I learned it from somebody. And you know, you're playing this like especially in the plugs. There's no way you're touching. You know, be careful and cautious, but there's no way you're touching the open terminals. Because I did that once on somebody else's house that wasn't mine. Yeah, that hurt. Some scratches on here. I like this paneling. Sandy and I did that a long time ago as an accent wall, and that was just kind of put around the window. And overall, it's been fantastic. The plug couldn't come out anymore, so I put the cover plate on backwards because, of course, the paneling is 1/4 inch thick, and this thing couldn't go. The plug couldn't come out anymore, and I didn't want it to come out anymore, so I put that on backwards, and that's been perfectly fine. Shh! Don't tell anybody. Other than that, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. I've been excited the entire time, but I'm actually really excited right now to see exactly how this is going to come to be. My niece has been sending me lots of ideas, fantastic, Pinterest and other places, lots of ideas for a Lego room and Lego storage and Lego room ideas. And again, it comes down to money, time, and space. Some of them are fantastic ideas, but they will not fit in here. But I'm gonna see, I mean, I did have my one plan, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all 11 shelves together and then just gonna put them in the room and slide them around the floor and see what's gonna work the best. That's what I'm gonna start doing. So that's it, that's all. We will talk to you guys. That's my shadow. Bye. Long and prosper. Talk to you soon.